So just to review the session, Jason, obviously you're hitting some really good shots, but just thrown in with some random stuff. So you say you play some really good holes, 5, 6, 7 holes, and then just throw in a couple of random ones, which is really hurting you. So I've done some high-speed video, and when you move the club away, there's a little bit of disconnection between your arms and the torso. So you're starting to move the club, and the torso is not really rotating, not really moving. The arms are kind of moving away. Hence, the club kind of goes on its own and goes away from you. Got quite a large gap as a result of that between your arms and the body. Yeah. On the left-hand side, just an example, as the player pivots the body, the hands come with that pivot, and so does the golf club. Much less space. Golf club much more on the inside of the ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then this theme kind of continues now, because what you've done, you've got that separation. So as you do start to pivot the body, you know, the club's coming in a little bit, but the arms are still way out in front of you. If we wind this swing on the left through a little bit more, look how much deeper the arms are. So the arms are more in the centre of his body, in the centre of his chest. Yeah. Your hands and arms way more out in front of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And then as you wind that up, that's going to give you a few more problems at the top. Looks a little bit kind of laid off there, the swing plane. Yeah, you can see a difference. But yeah, all that's gone wrong though, right from the start. Yeah. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So everything we're looking at now was caused way earlier, right down in that first bit. Yeah. Everything else now is just a result of it. And then as you come down, this is the sort of stuff that you felt. You felt like your balance and into your toes. So you're coming down now with the arms in front of you, quite steep. Yeah. There's going to have to be some emergency move down here, some compensation. So you're going to start to see how you're popping off the floor quite a bit. On the left-hand side, we don't need to compensate as much. So the golf club's going to come down more this way, a little bit more behind the player. He's not going to have to jump off the floor as much to hit the ball. He can use the floor a bit better. Yeah. And then obviously he can just turn through the ball. Because of all that, the posture remains similar to when he started. Because obviously you're coming in a bit steep. You'll see how you've changed your posture here. Yeah. Quite upright. All of this that we're looking at, this sounds like a lot now. Like there's a lot wrong. This has all gone wrong very early with that separation in your arms and torso. Yeah. We've actually got some footage of some of the training that we were doing. So we put a little impact ball in your forearms. Only with a wedge. Just get this a little bit better for you. Just bear with me. So admittedly only with a wedge, but we were just doing a little bit of training. We've got a little bit of a ball in your forearms, trying to keep a bit more connection between arms and body. And you'll see a complete difference in how you rotate and move. See the difference? Yeah. And as we wind this up, your arms on the left are going to be much deeper, hands are going to be much more in the centre of your body. More here. Your hands are way out in front of you here. Yeah. You won't have as many compensatory moves as you come through. I know we're only hitting short shots, but look how much better the swing plane is at the top. Look how much better your footwork is through the ball. So you're not having to jump out of it. You're posture's going to be better. You've not even thought about that, Jace. Not even thought about your feet. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You don't need to do it anymore. There's no emergency anymore. The club's coming in on a more desirable angle to hit the ball. You can just rotate through, and you don't need to get up onto the toes as much. Your posture's going to be better through the ball.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah, I am.
Good session?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.